They added an inverted mouse just for Nyo, and I love it. Okay. This isn't running too bad. We are now depositing polished gold ingots. Very, very slowly, mind you, but they are happening. Like, we don't get gold as faster rate as we get some of the other stuff, so... But now it wants iron plates. And I gotta figure something out, like... I need this machine. What is this? Is this the plate roller? There it is. Okay, I just want to do something here and give it a shot. So, let me just put this here. And I want to grab one of these before she gets polished. Now, I'm sure you can use polished ones. Okay, so that turns that into that. Now, if I put this in here, does that count? Yeah, that's one. Now, I'm curious about... Okay. I want to do the polished one. Does that matter? Okay, for example, if I put this through, that makes copper plates. All right. So the problem currently is... Actually, there's not much of a problem now that I'm thinking about it. But I do have to get a bunch of polished gold through here first before I can install this. Because once I get the polished ingots through... I think that's all that's going to matter. And then I can set this back up to polish... I think. Like, I can redirect this way. This thing can take it all in, smash plates. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. We need to get a bunch of polished gold first. But so far, I think it's going all right. It's just very messy. If this room was nice and humongous, I would be much happier. I'm also about to get the Polished Gem Award. Then I can get some research. I noticed there's like pedestals and stuff you can get. So we might be able to like build this stuff upwards a bit, and then you can run stuff underneath a bit easier. Kind of like how I went over this, but taller. So we're going to be a bit, because we got to wait for the polished gold to come through. And I'll tell you, that gold does not come through at a very quick rate. So I think what I'm going to do, because I got a bunch of money, is if we look at where the gold's coming in. Is it here? Yeah. Okay, we got a... didn't we... Oh, we don't have a secondary node. I thought we had a secondary node here. But what we can do is break these up. Throw them on the conveyor belt, at least. This can go on here. And that'll speed this process up just a wee bit. Not a lot, but, you know. What are you going to do? So there you go. Whoops. And this one here. And this one here. All right. Now, is there another gold vein over? I thought there was two here. Well, there's another. Oh, there's one here. Here we go. So, I just need to make sure that everything's separating correctly. And then I should be able to turn them all into plates. I think it's just like one of these games where every time the resource changes form, it gets worth more money. So like gold ore is worth so much, and then gold ingots are worth more. Polished gold ingots are worth more than that, and then it just keeps going like that. And plates are probably worth more. Ideally, now that I'm looking at it, I'm starting to think that maybe you should turn each area into its own little processing thing, and then do finishing in that room. So, like, for example, I could set this up here to, like, there's enough space here where I could, no, there's not probably, but I could probably crush it in advance and take one step out of the process. At least one step. But I think, I don't think it would hurt to try to get gold out of here. Because we only need 40 ingots, right? Like, polished ingots. It's trying to figure out. Boom. Oh yeah, we can do it here, actually. We can make that fall onto there. So we're gonna need at least one corner, probably more, and we need, what's this? This is just a thingy. Okay, we're fine there. We're gonna need a digger out of the grounder. Let me see. We're gonna need, we already have the auto miner Mark 1. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need at least one corner and probably a bunch of straights. And we'll work at it from there. Pick you up, pick you up. And that should increase gold production at least a little bit. Like gold production ain't fast out of these things, so it's a little that's coal. Let me see here. Okay, so which one is, oh, we're gonna need a couple of them. So we're gonna need it to immediately. I do appreciate how they give you an outline of where the thing's gonna go though, like, so you kinda know. And then we should be able to turn it here. Okay, that was the wrong spot. All right, hang on a sec. Okay, so one more. Then like this. Okay, let's try that. And then we'll just feed it directly onto this belt with a belt dropper. So we need one of those little uppity doos, and then we need another corner. Okay, no problem. God, I'm in love with this game. Okay, we need, where's the uppity do? There it is. And then we need another corner. Okay, purchase that. People are like, why don't you count? The people in the comments are, why don't you count stuff beforehand? It's like, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, eventually I'm going to end up using this stuff, I would imagine. And there's probably a way to get rid of it, and I just don't know because I'm stupid. I don't read into those things. There we go. And then we'll put a corner here. And this should allow where to go? There, okay, that's not what we need, but that to do that. There we go. And I'm going to grab this. You here. You here. You know, I never did check to see what was in that hole there to see if there's anything new. Hang on a sec. Let me see. There's diamonds. So we have to be concerned about diamonds coming through here. But if I watch this comes through here. Yeah, we're going to need a diamond for in here so it separates the diamonds out. Otherwise, we're pretty good. I'm not sure if I have a diamond laying around. I don't think I do. So we're just gonna have to wait till we see a diamond? I think. You know, come to think of it, I haven't seen that many diamonds. Which I'm sure we'll get one out of here eventually. Unless I can go find a diamond. But last time I wandered off, I got a bit lost. So don't get lost here. Hang on. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Oh, I'm gonna get lost, aren't I? It's back this way, right? Back this way, sort of. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get lost. It's just 100% how this is gonna go. Oh, there's a gem down there. Look at that, but not a diamond. Sometimes you find diamonds. Oh, I'm gonna get lost again. I know it. I'm just already feeling. I already don't know the way back. Oh, shoosh. Oh. Would you look at that? Okay. I think we're just going to have to wait for a diamond because I'm telling you, this has big hydroneer feelings to it. You know what they should do, I think, is that if you can make this room bigger manually, like dig it out or whatever. How are we at there? 26, 27 polished plates. That's not bad. And I'm still convinced I don't need that one piece of conveyor there. There's a Diamante back there. Okay, or something's back there. Yeah, I was convinced there's something here I don't need. I think it was... I think it was this one I figured I didn't need. Because that one's doing the same flipping job. Right? Like, this is doing sort of the same job here. That one, this one would have to stay, but that one could definitely leave, I think. It's not hurting anything being there. I just need a diamond for in there. If I don't have a diamond in here, I can't separate. And then it's going to become a problem at some point. Well, not really. It just means I'm wasting a few diamonds here and there, but I'd rather not waste a diamond given the option. Sometimes diamonds pop out. Not usually, though. Well, this is kind of pretty in here. There. What is this? Oh, this is a whole new place. To set up shop. Okay. Is this where it was before? Does this like wrap around? Yeah, here we go. All I need is one diamond, bud. This is running smooth though, right? I'm not losing anything. It's not all falling off or something silly like that. Yeah, that seems to be working. I think the small ones might be passing through, so we're going to check on that. Here comes a small one. There it is. That needs to go in here as well. There we go. And then it can just be passed. I don't know what happens when you pass it through a grinder, that it's already small, but I'm curious. So let's see what happens. Oh, it thinks it's a gem, does it? Diamond. There we go. Perfect. Now that'll work. There we go. And we got that thing. So we also got 6 research points. So let's see. Table with a toggleable direction. Oh, that's for connecting conveyors to hopper. Oh, I can get all this. Look at this. A toggleable lid for keeping your sorter sorted. Okay, so you can shoot things. Got it. Rapid auto miner. Basic scaffolding. Nice. Wait a minute. Rapid auto miner. A faster variable rate autominer requires a drill bit, which breaks after some time, cannot produce gems. Interesting. Right now, I don't have a use for a rapid auto miner, but like this is already pretty saturated. So I wanted to look at something. So I wanted to we need flat ones for moving plates, and that's fine. But the problem is, this may not actually be the problem I think it is, because okay, but first we're gonna have to like set this up proper, like so. No, that's wrong. I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, we're gonna try to do this anyway. Let me see. Conveyors. Okay, so we get roller conveyors. But we only get straight ones and not straight ones. So I'm gonna do this. Can you combine these? Like, can you do like a roller into a, like a regular one? I'm concerned about that. Well, realistically speaking, I could just end up doing it like this. Well, it won't let me do that, but you know what I mean. I wish I could do it like that, but it's a big fat liar. All right. Let me get some more of those. And are they compatible with the conveyor corners? Like, I'm more concerned about that than anything else. So we come out like that, and then we go immediately into these. Another conveyor corner. Like, is that going to work for plates, or do plates not run along those? Like, it looks like it might. I think I need to make a plate and find out here. Let me see. Yeah, it's... Oh, look at that. It doesn't turn. It comes out of there, though. Fine. Unless... Hang on. Put that over there. Can I like break this and then will it come out of here on a straight? Like, it looks like it's slightly elevated, so oh yeah, that goes through there, and then it doesn't want to make that turn, but yeah, I get what it's doing here. Alright, so let's just delete this. Do that. Delete that. Isn't there one that like falls onto it? Let me see. Add the ledge, purchase that. And here we go. So the ledge can go. So it goes out there, comes out here, it falls on that, goes up over the ledge, falls on there, gets taken down there, drops in there. Perfect. Now, this is where, like, I want to polish them in my mind before I do it. So let me just try something here. Out, out, out. That can go like this. Well, it needs to go the other way, but yeah, okay, let me see. There, there. Get a polisher. I know we already have one, but I'm just trying to set it all up so I can just swap it out here. Machines, polishers are expensive, but look how much money I got, it doesn't really matter. Polisher can go here, I think, yeah. Which also means then I can just... couple of curved pieces. Oh, I think I got lots of straight pieces, but we'll buy it anyway. Let's see. Oh, you can just, like, put them up now. Okay, well, that's cool. All right, let me see if it's here and then there. And that should get it to that. It just means we have to eliminate this. Boom, and then that. All right, so that's going to go through there, polish them, and then that should turn them into plates. Oh god, they're getting a little stuck right there, but they seem to be pushing each other through, which is nice. That's a iron plate. That's a copper plate. That's a gold plate. Well, we are 29 minutes into this and just figure out how to do plates. So what happens when it gets too many here? Oh, but okay, it gets a little caught up, but we're not producing it that fast, so it's not that big of a deal. Also, the fact that I can do this now is brilliant. I love that. Is it fast? No. Is it pretty? Absolutely not. Now, I want to know if there's a way to get rid of old inventory. Oh, flat surface walking place machines. That sounds nice. They get a little caught up here because this only does one at a time, but it's not so fast where it's a problem. And I am noticing a little bit of a jam up down there, but they seem to eventually push themselves through. But I'm not sure how to make that happen better. It's the iron one that gets caught on the way, because the other ones kind of turn on the way through, so they go through fine. There's something about that corner there. I think if it went through straight and then to a corner, it would probably work better. And you wouldn't get that stuck, but you know what? It's not causing a problem yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, it's not going fast enough to be an issue. But it's going to become an issue at some point. I guess I could try this. And then put a corner here. And then a corner here. And then all I'd have to do is bang out a straight one. Oops, that's wrong. Like that. And then take this one out. Put a straight one there, and then remove these old ones. Yeah, it's still getting stuck though, so it's not making any difference really. I was hoping that would change a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And all it takes is one to bump it and it goes through. Oh, we got the thing. Oh, it wants an iron plate and iron ingots now. Great. How am I going to get iron ingots? Tasker sorter cannon. Moves things sometimes. Oh, this just only puts it through once in a while. That's not going to help us. Well, what good is that thing to do anyway? I'm not sure a conveyor blocker works. So I could pick out iron ingots and put them in manually, but that doesn't really help us. I could also just reset this to drop in there once it's done producing that. You know what I mean? So like, just so I could finish up that quest. I wish there was a way to like have a thing that's like every third, like you could put in there to sort only some, like every other iron or something. That'd be kind of nice. But it's working quite well at the moment. Like, I can't argue with it. I just don't know what this is for. What does this do? This is, okay, drop, place building, rotate. I can't interact with it because that just picks it up. Just gonna borrow one of you guys for a sec, thanks. So what does this do? I'd have to read up on this because this is and also, is there a way to sell stuff? I think I kind of want to know that. But yeah, I think this is working quite well. We just got about enough iron plates. Then I can just take this out and then just pump in ingots here for a little bit. Boom. Put it straight in there. There, and this should just eventually come along here. There, and this should finish up the plates, and then we can just pump them through like this until we get enough ingots. But we'll worry about that in the next episode. This is a fantastic game. I highly recommend it. This could be more efficient for sure. We could also do 2 separate irons, one for ingots and one for using ingots that turn into plates. Like, there's no reason you couldn't do that. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please leave a comment, maybe subscribe, maybe tell your friends to subscribe. Maybe tell your dog to subscribe. And if you didn't like this, well, you should probably find yourself a real YouTuber, because I'm not much of one. No, we need lamps. Thank you again so much for watching. Let me see here. We have some lamp poles here. Oh, God. This, you know what? Take it anyway. I got 25 grand. What am I going to do with it? Boom. I'm just thinking we could put a few lamp posts up here. There, and brighten the whole system up. There we are. There, look at that. This is nice. Oh, I don't ever need all 20 of these, but does that block things? Oh, it does. Whoops. There we go. I'm not sure we need one down there, but this definitely helps brighten things up around here, which I like. You know, I'm gonna put one over here too, because I can. There, look at that. Okay, this is nice and bright now. I like this. All right, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love every view I get. SkapeGote. Baby, we're making plates. Or we were. And we'll finish up the ingots in the next episode and go from there. That one was stuck. Out!